I thought it was my dad jumping up and down on my bed.
I thought that the chimney would fall on me.
It felt like it was like right underneath us.
I just thought that someone was towing away our house.
I thought it was just like thunder.
The scariest thing about the first earthquake was that it was in the middle of the night and I didn't know where I was putting my feet.
I had pictures above my bed that fell on me and it gave me a black eye.
You didn't know where your family were and you didn't know if they were okay.
I never knew what an earthquake was, so I just thought it was just wind.
The scariest thing about the second earthquake was that I was at school and I wasn't with my family.
The second earthquake, we all ran outside and me and my friends, we were just cuddling each other. We couldn't break up.
There were lots of people who were scared that there was going to be another big earthquake.
My friends acted differently. They started to get more scared and they didn't like to talk about the earthquakes and they didn't really want to be around here.
The Journey of Hope programme is an 8-session programme that was brought over after Hurricane Katrina.
The Journey of Hope programme is designed to normalise emotions and feelings for the children and parents who we are working with, and it helps them identify, first of all, what they are feeling, to realise that these feelings are normal.
A lot of the children think that they haven't done very well at all. They're still frightened, or they cry, or they're not sleeping in their own beds yet. But in actual fact, they've succeeded in a huge way, and it's about celebrating that.
The benefits to really help children work through their feelings and help them to build their resiliency and their strengths up. So what it does, it looks at the different emotions that can come up after a trauma, such as sadness, anger, anxiety, those kind of things, and helps children understand and work through those feelings. We do that through a mixture of different sorts of play, so with the parachute and different art activities, talking, reading stories and books.
For the children who come to the programme, they will come and attend in a group, and there will be between 5 and 10 children in a group. So it's helping them build new relationships and friendships. For the children in particular, it's also helping them realise that other children are coping with the same feelings that they're coping with.
I found it was just a way of making them realise that they weren't the only two that were feeling like that their friends and their peers were all suffering with the same anxieties and stresses that they had, and that it was just a really good way of putting them in an environment where they felt safe to express how they felt.
It was really great. It wasn't focusing on all the horrible things that happened in the earthquake. It was more proactive and ways to keep safe and have coping mechanisms on how to get through and what they needed to do to alleviate their stress.
The children thought it was absolutely the best thing since sliced bread. They just thought it was real fun. They were feeling a sense of being able to tell their story, and everyone's been in the same kind of situation.
They love it. They come back buzzing. They really come back excited and telling all their friends about what they've been up to.
The thing I liked the most about the Journey of Hope program was that I learned how to cope with earthquakes, and when I wasn't with my family it was alright.
My favourite thing about the Journey of Hope is the games and the discussions we have. It helps you overcome your fears and you play these awesome games and you meet amazing people.
My favourite thing about the Journey of Hope is talking about earthquakes and getting over our fears. It helped me go into my own room.
It helped me a lot because it helped me cope because I started to get really scared. My favourite thing about the Journey of Hope program was that you could talk about how you were feeling without other people saying, oh no, that's real silly, and you could trust them.
We see children open up during the course of the programme, so from session to session they become more comfortable when talking about their feelings.
Being able to share your story is a really important part of learning and growing. So sharing your story and being able to talk about what it was like for you.
In the classroom it's changed the dynamic quite a lot. We don't have the same tension that we had. A lot of the children that were really stressed and really afraid and clingy seem to be a lot more confident being at school now.
Parents were coming and giving us feedback on just different things they'd noticed with their children, and even in class the children that were on it, some of them seemed a lot happier, they were more smiling, more positive.
We had children who wouldn't leave their parents in the morning without kicking and screaming and being really distressed. Now they're fine in the mornings.
Bernardo's entered into partnership with Save the Children to deliver the
the Journey of Hope program after the earthquakes.
We first heard about the Journey of Hope program back in March. From there we learnt about the philosophies of the program and we found that they really aligned with what we were keen to do in our community.
I've been really impressed with Save the Children New Zealand and the way that they've recruited people and trained people, and also in the ongoing support and supervision that they provide to their facilitators.
The strongest feedback we've received is about a child at one of the schools that we've been working in who for the first time in 6 months was able to sleep in their own bed. Hearing feedback like that is huge for us. It shows the effectiveness of the program.
I would just say it's really fun and you learn quite a lot from it. They should try it out if they finding it hard about the earthquakes and other things in their family.
I think you should do the Journey of Hope because it will help you from the earthquakes and it will make you feel happy.